Day is the one day of the year that is specially dedicated to celebrating all of the wonderful things our moms had done for us over the years. And it's our annual reminder to express our love and appreciation by saying thank you. Give her either the Jimmy Choo for women, or Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana, or even Beige Volet, or Le Panther from Cartier, and Kenzo Flower Tag for ladies. Only at Ashbury's for great service. Ashbury's is located at Liverpool Road, Bastille, and also at the Marriott in Frigate Bay. Call 465-8175 or 466-1626. Ashbury's.
The athletic stadium, formerly known as the Silver Jubilee Stadium, has been renamed the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium. It was renamed at a ceremony on Sunday during Carifta Games at the stadium, where the government officially announced the new name in the presence of Kim Collins, St. Kitts and Nevis' most iconic athlete. Here are excerpts of Mr. Collins' response at the ceremony.
It is what it is, forgive me. But I have to thank the people who went out and voted for team unity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, having done that, I say thank you to the government and the people, not only for the idea of thinking about doing this, but actually going out and saying, Kim Collins, we're going to name the stadium after you. And I have no problem challenging the next youngster to come and outdo what Kim Collins has done. I have no problem with that. There were so many before me in track and field, and yes, they went as far as they could have gone at that time. We started going to the Olympics in 1996, and up until 2012 we showed that we are forced to return because we pack a punch, we smile, but when we come to compete, we don't come to participate. We come and we come to compete against Jamaica, Trinidad, USA, everybody. That's what it's about. So to all of those who've been here before me, thank you.
St. Kitts and Nevis, the smallest country at the Carifta Games 2015, won a record-breaking 9 medals and finished 6th out of the 26 countries listed as participants.
The 44th edition of the Carifta Games was one which would be a memorable one. Of course, in fact, for Team St. Kitts and Nevis, who smashed our record by almost double the medals that we received in any Carifta Games history.
Tuesday morning, Winn FM 98.9 spoke to Mr. Everett Huggins, the Public Relations Officer of the St. Kitts and Nevis Amateur Athletic Association.
We were quite happy that we were able to prove ourselves to be a force to be reckoned with events such as the jumps. I know the whole Caribbean will be looking at us. We picked up a few medals in the jumps. We were able to pick up 2 medals in hurdles, one in the 100-meter hurdles, one in the 400-meter hurdles. And those hurdles actually obtained the World Youth Qualifying marks. We were able to pick up a medal in one of the relays, the 4x400 meters. We were able to pick up medals in the sprint. We were able to pick up medals missing one. We were able to pick up medals in the 800 meters. So, you know, we practically crossed as many disciplines as possible. I think the only one we didn't receive any medal in was in the throws department.
Could you put some names to the medals?
Yes, I'll try and remember. It's so many names to remember. So we had Kishona Brooks in the winning a silver medal in the long jump. She won a bronze medal in the 100-meter hurdles. She won a bronze medal in the 4x400 meters. We had Jermaine Francis winning a silver in the boys high jump in the under-18 category. We had Crystal Liebert, the veteran, the Carifta veteran, winning a gold medal, her first Carifta gold medal in the long jump. We had Warren Hazel winning the bronze medal in the boys 200 meters. We had Alchani Bridgewater winning the bronze medal in the boys 400-meter hurdle. We had Randall Richards winning the bronze medal in the 800 meters. We had Nathaniel Huggins winning the bronze medal in the boys long jump. We had the 4x400 meter quartet, which includes Leander Richards, Hannah Mills, Kishona Brooks, and maybe a Clavier. Those are the medalists that I can remember off the top of my head right now.
Jamaica retained the championship spot in the Carifta Games held at the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium in Bastia.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Winn FM.
Winn FM's mission is to contribute meaningfully to the information, awareness, and the development of our nation and the region through the building of educated and informed communities. Winn FM faces the issues squarely, without shying away from controversy, while striving continuously to provide balanced, responsible reporting.
Better music, better talk, better radio. 98.9 Winn FM.
The Prime Minister was asked, following a $16 million AC grant from Venezuela to assist the Federation's former sugar workers, whether that would influence Bastia's position on the U.S.-Venezuela dispute.
Our foreign policy agenda is not for sale. I would say to you that our foreign policy is linked quite clearly with our own domestic agenda. And there is no effective foreign policy unless it responds, in our case, to our own developmental needs. And among our development needs is an agenda to alleviate poverty and to bring social justice. When we had discussions with respect to the relief for the sugar workers, it was in the context of our own agenda to bring poverty alleviation, to assist a sector of our country that needed that support. And it had no ties, no link to the dispute with Venezuela and the USA. Our foreign policy is not for sale. Neither is our country nor its patrimony.
Prime Minister Harris has been reiterating that both Venezuela and the U.S. are friends of St. Kitts and Nevis and that he would like to see the two resolve their differences amicably.
I'm at the home of Warrington and Sybil Grant in the hills above Sandy Point, where the family is reeling from the shock of an armed attack and robbery in the early hours of Thursday morning. The elderly but active couple were awakened before dawn with their attackers bearing down on them. The two attackers were masked and each carried a gun and a knife. Mrs. Grant had her face held against a wall with a gun to her head as she lay in bed. Mr. Grant, lying next to her, had a pillow held over his head. He was badly beaten and cut. Their assailants kept demanding that they turn over a shotgun that Mr. Grant is known to have on his property. They ransacked their bedroom, a second bedroom, and a bathroom. Their telephones were smashed, a cell phone was smashed, another cell phone was stolen. Upon finding a bag containing some U.S. currency, the attackers left, leaving the kitchen door open and taking the keys to their vehicle. The keys were later found outside and the tires of their vehicle were slashed. From the home of Warrington and Sybil Grant in the hills of Sandy Point, this is Tony Frederick reporting for the Winn FM News.